So I wanted to share with you my 1 week of doing a body recomposition, the results, what I ate, the exercises that I did, and how much weight I lost.
We could be selfish, spending summer nights on the rooftop. We could be living, staying up late until the moon drops. We could be gone winning, all around the world, baby, non-stop. It's you and me, we could do it all, and it's all love. We could be selfless, we could be falling in love. Could be right in the rush. We could be selfish. Let's go for the ride. We could be selfish. Let's go for the ride.
So how much weight did I lose? I ended up losing about 5 pounds my first week of doing a body recomposition, which surprised me. But I know that it's going to go up and down. I know that a lot of people say that as you're losing fat, you're going to lose weight, right? But as you're gaining muscle, you're going to gain weight too, right? So essentially, my day one body weight will likely be my day 90 body weight, but I will look different. A body recomposition is when you lose fat and you gain muscle at the same time so that you can have a more toned muscular physique. I really want a flatter stomach, just more muscular body, kind of like Angela Bassett.
Bruh.
I know. Hey, shoot for the moon, right? I did 4 days of strength training. I try to do 4 to 5 exercises each day by doing 3 sets. I'll share the exercises that I did for leg day, but I struggled. I just felt out of shape and out of my territory, just really out of my comfort zone doing these. So I know I look silly, but I think I'll get better and better each time I do them. I think for leg day, the reason I didn't feel it is because I was not doing it correctly. I think I just have to really focus on just doing it without weights, particularly for leg day, because the exercises themselves, I don't know, there's that mind body connection that I just wasn't getting. For core day, not gonna lie, I'm gonna put the exercises here. For core day, the day after, right? The day after core day, my core was so sore. Like I was feeling it. And but core, I felt it. I really did feel it. For arms, I felt that too, and for total body, I did too. And so, I mean, these exercises I'm going to try to do every week. I may add one more exercise, or if an exercise I'm not feeling or feel like I'm not doing it correctly, I might switch them out. So, but the reason I say that is because they say to stick with a plan and stick with that plan for anywhere from 3 months to 6 months, because you want to be able to, you don't want to keep changing things because you don't know what's going to work or not. So you stick with a plan, see if it works for about 3 months, and then switch it out or do a different plan, or you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? This week, I really tried to incorporate protein in my diet. I realized that eating plant-based, that I didn't really focus too much on protein because I knew if I had a variety of foods that it would cover a good amount of protein. But with doing a body recomposition, in order to do it properly, they say that you need a lot of protein. And honestly, I don't know where all these people are getting all this protein from. Okay. I was struggling just to get to like 60 grams of protein. So even though I've been plant-based for a while now, I've added eggs to my diet just because I really wanted to have eggs and to have another source of protein instead of just tofu or processed vegan options. Some of them just didn't sit well digestively with me. So I really focused on not eating processed foods this week. You know, no cookies, no chips, none of that stuff. And just tried to incorporate protein and protein powder. And so, even though I didn't hit my protein goals, I feel like it's a baby step in the right direction. Even though I'm going to be eating eggs, I'm going to try to incorporate more plant-based proteins so that gives you options whether you are plant-based or not. Y'all, protein powders, do you like them? Because I don't know. Mm, I don't know. This reminds me of a story. When I was in school, there was this girl who was very fit. Okay. She was older too. She was like close to 50. We went out to dinner as a group, and I noticed that she was eating like a salad, you know, something healthy. And I was eating some ravioli, it was good too. I remember it was so good. Most of us at the table were eating carb loaded things, right? And she just had her salad. So after we finished eating, we all gathered outside, and the woman with the nice body was like, "Your food looks really good." And I was like, "Yeah, it was really good. It was delicious. I think I'm going to come later this week to get another round because it was that good." But as a group, we were like, "Why did you just get a salad? Why didn't you get anything else?" And I will never forget those 5 words that she said that I still think about to this day. She said, "I don't eat for taste." And we were like, "Okay." She's like, "No, really, I don't eat for taste. I just eat the foods that will help me maintain my body right now because I really worked hard for my body. I really work hard in not only exercising, but eliminating salts, peppers. I don't know. She had a whole list. Okay. But she just said that she doesn't eat for taste. And I always thought of that because I'm like, I don't eat for taste. Is that part of having a nice body? Is not eating for taste? I kind of I kind of want both. And I believe wholeheartedly, especially being vegan, being plant-based, now vegetarian, that you can find healthy foods and make it tasty. But then again, I don't have the physique that I want. So let me let me zip it. Do you agree? Do you agree? I don't know. I think those 5 words are what I'm going to say when I'm adding protein powder or with certain vegetables. There's a philosopher called Nietzsche, and he says, "Become who you are." So I just want to become more of who I am. And so let's go ahead and make a protein shake. Welcome to Developing Hers Kitchen. Today we're going to make a protein smoothie, and these are the ingredients. So what I like to add is I really want some greens today. So I have about 44 grams of baby spinach, which I'll put in here. Some about 12 grams of protein powder. "12 milliliters of maple syrup." I just want it to be a little sweet and to help mask the taste. A little bit left of the milk. I'm not completely certain about how much it is, so let me just check. So my blender is pretty old, so I have to mix up like certain things first and then add other ingredients. I don't know if your blender is like that, but I have to add the bananas after. Since I like putting bananas in my smoothie, this is a good time for a joke. What do you call 2 bananas that are on the floor? What do you call two bananas that are on the floor? Slippers. Get it? Slippers. Bananas, if you step on them, they'll make you slip. Like the peels. Get it? No? Actually, it happened to my mom, but that's a story for another day. So here is my protein smoothie. I think it's pretty good. I'm still on the search for a protein powder that I really like. So much better. I am doing this body recomposition at home, and I am a beginner, so I have a lot to learn, but I figured I'd share it with you guys. I'm going to take you on this 12-week journey. This is week 1, of course. Next week, I did some walking, and I'm going to share with you more of the things that I ate. If you want to see more videos like this video, share this video with a loved one, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for supporting me, you guys, and being here. And always, whether liking or commenting or watching, I appreciate you. And I'll see you next week. Because next week, I feel like I'm starting to see a different week 2. I know it's only 2 weeks. Maybe it's just me, but you'll let me know. I'll see you next time. Bye.